test this audio. Make sure everything is good. It is fantastic. Max Wiles. Good morning, Justin. Good morning. Get that energy level going. Get myself awake. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Doom, doom, doom. Let's see, I've got one pinner and one kind of normal size. I'll start with the pinner. Save that normal size. So I got an appetizer. This will be my appetizer pinner. Hey, Bud Files. Cheers. Let's enjoy this out. I'm drinking coffee, I'm getting stoned. And if you join me, I won't be alone. I'm drinking coffee, I'm getting high. Coffee with Wes. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are around the world. I hope you are having yourself a good one. Welcome to Coffee with Wes. I'm Wes. This is coffee. Let me take a sip. I've delivered on my end. Are you drinking coffee? Michael Songs, are you drinking coffee? Peace and love, Michael. Hope you're doing well. Bud Files, fantastic to see you today. I hope you're having a good one. Justine, I hope your day is going fantastic. I hope everybody's day is going well. I am starting off this Wednesday. I'm getting this Wednesday. I was able to finally see my guy this morning, so I'm adding a little bit of fun to my coffee. It's gonna be wake and bake. This is the first cup of coffee of the day. But I've been up for a bit. I tried to make sure. I got to get up for this dog. If you hear noises in the background, it's an annoying dog making noise and doing things along those lines. There we go. But no, I get up early. I let myself wake up naturally for a couple hours before having the caffeine. It keeps me from being run down in the afternoon when the coffee drops. I'd heard that somewhere about an enzyme and the caffeine and the stuff in your sleep and all that. It seems to be true. Now, there are days when I just can't keep going, and I start off the day right away with coffee because, oh, no, this isn't going to work. And those days I drink coffee all day long. It's one of those. But it is a Wednesday. It is a Wednesday here. What is it? The 11th. It is June 11th. Oh, is there anything interesting happening in the world? Is it an exciting place? Is it occupying space in your mind? Is it worth it? Isn't there a better movie on? Can't you find some sort of... I'm watching a spider. I just saw a spider in between the light and me. A comedy. You find a comedy to watch, a little more realistic than what's happening in the world. It's another beautiful day. Gonna be another gorgeous day outside. I may mow. Today may be the getting out and mowing. I got outside yesterday, got some sun. I'm not responding well to that. It was It was all right. It was all right. John H. Shelton. Peace and love, John. I hope you're doing well. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's having a good day. You know, and I think I'm probably gonna. I don't know. I got some content I want to work on today. I've got some projects I want to work on. I got a song in my head. I may try to record a song. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna do something. I've got to do something. I gotta get things going here today, and I feel like those are some good ideas. One of those creative things ought to pan out. Hey, good morning, Allie. One of those things ought to pan out. One of those things ought to make the day into a little bit of a better. I need some sort of creative outlet. I need to do something creative today. I need to actually not just creative thought. I need to get something done with it. I've got way too many projects. I've got way too many things going on. Way too many irons in the fire, and I need to work on that. I need to work on knocking something out, getting something handled. You know what I mean? And so today, although it's a gorgeous day, and it may be a good mowing day, mowing is good. Mowing is one of those. Your brain, you do think while you mow. You do end up thinking while you mow. And there's no that it's like a white noise thing with that motor going, and you just because you got to concentrate on what you're doing, but you also have different thoughts and stuff, and so it's a lot of fun. There are weed grains in the pinner. And I had the pinner first, and then I'm going to have this more normal size one later. This is my appetizer, J Rabbit. This is my appetizer, J. Peace and love, Rabbit. Hope you're doing well. Hope everybody's having a good day. Calix, cheers, peace and love. Look at all these. Look at all these. There's members out here. It's awesome seeing members to the channel. We're doing our shout out party tomorrow night, Thursday night, 7 p.m. All the members here at the channel are going to be put on the wheel, and I'll be looking at each one at a time, looking up your channel, dropping your links out in the chat, and then whoever is last on the wheel, whoever the last person on the wheel is, you will be entered into the end of the month drawing for the Coffee with Wes shirt. No, Coffee with Wes mug. No, it's not the Coffee with Wes. It's the Cult of Wes. Fuck. I can't keep track. I can't keep track anymore. Brain's just barely working. Brain's just barely working. But it's all gonna be good. Anybody? Oh, let me hit this banner. If any of you don't know each other, because I think almost everybody out here, you're content creators. If any of you don't know each other, say hi to each other and drop your links with hashtag awesome so you can get connected. If any of you aren't connected to John H. Shelton, I know John should drop his link if he hasn't already. He's over in the UK. Fantastic guy. I've known him for a couple of years. Get over there and get connected to John. Leave a comment. When you connect to other channels, when you're doing that sort of thing, make sure that you watch a video. Watch at least, I've been told 3 minutes of a video, but I think you can get by with less. But at least a short. Engage with that short by leaving a comment and a like, and then hit the subscribe, and they'll keep that subscription. That you're telling the algorithm, you're telling YouTube, hey, I'm actually engaging here. I'm actually doing something. Don't take this away, because otherwise, they'll, if you just show up, hit subscribe, and then run off, well, they might take that away the next day or within the next few days, because they're like, you didn't mean this. You're not serious. You're not going to watch any of that. And the algorithm can, it's not very forgiving. Hang on while I holler at it. Sometimes just a good primal yell We'll get a dog to stop doing what it's doing. This dog can't get comfortable. The dog's going back and forth between beds over there, and just you know when a dog won't lay down, it's just walking in circles and it's wanting to, and it walks in circles and wants to, and walks in circles and wants to. And this is a good size one that makes noise. So you know it's one of those. It's kind of fun. Oh, let me. You know I'm not going to relight that pinner. I'm going to set that pinner down. I'm going to set that pinner down. I feel like it needs to be an animation day. I feel like it needs to be a. I'm considering having Karen come out and do political commentary. There's, oh, jeez, there's so many ideas. And that's the problem. You get flooded with ideas. Flooded with ideas. Well, what do you actually have time to do? What can you actually get done? It's a balancing act. You'll go crazy. You'll drive yourself insane thinking of ideas and all the different things. And you know, some of them are weeks and weeks at a time to be able to get done. And when you got a lot of stuff in the interim, it's harder to get rolling on something like that and keep something like that going. There we go. There we go. Feel better there. I think I was told this is it a something gummy something? I don't know. Some strain. I get told names. He doesn't know. He just gets whatever the guy's getting. That's how that works out. Fab Daddy. Cheers, Fab Daddy. I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody's having that good wake and bake. Or maybe you can't right now. Maybe you're having to work. Maybe it's one of those, well, I shouldn't get ripped up at work. Shouldn't you? Have you ever thought about it? Maybe you ought to. I don't think I don't think jobs pay enough. I don't think anything about a job. Surgeon, I guess. Although I think I would prefer my surgeon to be a little bit, at least have a little bit of a buzz. He doesn't have to be loaded, but I don't want him drinking. That's what I don't like. Make weed legal everywhere so all of the surgeons can get on weed and quit drinking. Because we don't need drinking surgeons. That's that's my message for today. We don't need drinking surgeons. It's a really lame show today, everybody. It's a really lame show. Nobody had any expectations, though, did you? I certainly hope not. I'm not even wearing the robe. The robe has got to get washed along with some towels and other things today. And it's getting warm. It's getting warm, and that is a warm robe. It is a ooh. I can walk around outside in that robe in the winter and feel okay. Not in the summer. It's getting too warm. So we'll see. We'll see how the day rolls. Moss does not grow on a rolling stone. Nope. Nope. You just keep moving. Keep moving. Life is full of changes. If you are stagnant, if you are that sucks. I would hate to have that life. What there was the Zappa quote was the best one, and I'll never. It's so long, I'll never get it right. But it's basically, if you end up with a boring ass life because you took the advice of your fucking teacher or your parents or whoever it was telling you to do whatever boring ass thing you're doing, you deserve it. Quit the you make life fun, make life better, make life interesting. Oh, because it all ends the same. It all ends the same. Whatever your experience is, I can't. I put in. I wasted decades of my life basically writing code. I just the nice thing was, yes, I was writing the code, but I was also out nationwide getting the dealer network put together. Uh, Contacting cash register companies back, before PCs took over as cash registers, and selling them on the idea of carrying our product, and it was, and all of the training and all of the different things along those lines. So I at least had all of that, which there was benefit to all of that. There was benefit to all my time spent doing those things. But the writing code was so overwhelming, and it just, and I'd done it since I was 7. I didn't need to do that anymore. It was nobody laughs. It doesn't matter how you write your subroutine. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody's laughing, and so it's no fun for me. If nobody's laughing, if nobody's feeling good, if nobody's then why am I doing it? Why am I doing it? I don't know. But I put all that behind. I'm not doing that shit anymore. Nope. Nope. I am just gonna make I'm just gonna make crap jokes. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna make crap jokes. Oh, this is a good joint. Oh, this is good weed. This feels like good weed. You know what I need to do? I need to play that most recent Mug Club video. The shout out to the Mug Club. Here we go. Hello, 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 and we are here once again to shout out the Mug Club, the Love, Heart, and Music Mug Club. Yes, yes, it's the Mug Club with its newest members, Gary May from Camp G May. Yes, Gary wanted a mug. Gary got a mug. Gary is now in the Mug Club. Sunshine Archer, she wanted a mug. She purchased the mug, and now Sunshine Archer is in the Mug Club. Their links, along with the other links of the Mug Club members, are all down in the description of this video. Oh, would you like to be in the Mug Club? Buy a mug. It's that easy. Gemma's Journey with Grace bought a mug, and now Gemma is in the Mug Club. Oh, look, Justine, the real Justine Kasprick bought a mug. She's in the Mug Club. Oh, and Rachel Aloha is in the Mug Club, and Mama 420 Redneck is in the Mug Club, and look, Ashley Dale Kelly is in the Mug Club as well. Oh, and is that Allie Patches? Yes, Allie Patches is also in the Mug Club. Do you want a mug? Would you like to be in the Mug Club? You just need to purchase a mug. Go to the links in the description of the video, buy a mug, and then we'll shout you out with the Mug Club. Welcome, welcome new members, Gary and Sunshine Archer. Peace and love, everyone. Peace and love. I tell you, that wizard is such a. I love performing as that wizard. I think that wizard is so. That wizard has so many flaws. That wizard is, he feels so marginalized. You know, these characters. I can't take any cartoon character and it's just not an automatic thing. In my head, I have to know who this character is. I have to know how the character. Otherwise, I'm just doing a voice. I guess if people were writing lines for me, I could just do a voice with whatever character, because I can find a voice that works with the character, but I have to have the personality of the character. There's this one that I started to work. Duga. It's Australian for penis. I never came up with the character. I never understood the character's motives. I never understood, what does this guy do? What is his opinions on people? How is he? It felt it was just much more of a, well, I'm just doing a voice. And so I never enjoyed performing as that character unless I had written lines to throw out for it. Karen? I know who Karen is. Steve the Alien. I know who Steve the Alien is. The Wizard. I know who the Wizard is. I they're such they're rich characters to me. They have personality. I know their personalities, and I know in their head what weird way they would view whatever it is, whatever. Oh, you're worrying me. Oh, your anger, your rage, what emotion they're gonna have based on what they're hearing and all that other things. So they're much more. And the creepy wizard, the creepy wizard, although he is totally a caricature of a, it's not like there's a lot of depth. I understand this. I understand that loser. I totally can pretend to, and I know where he goes with things. That's why all these are, and Karen, that's why a lot of the things that I put together that have animation in them, if it's me, the eggplants, I know the eggplants motivation, the main one pretty much, but a lot of these I just do one take, and there'll be mistakes in it, and I'll leave the mistakes in it because it makes it more natural that whoever was putting this out and everything, and I think it helps sell the idea of this character saying whatever the lines are, if their flaws are shown, if the mistakes that they make in what they're saying are flubbing up. I think that actually does a nice job. Oh man, you ever think we're gonna reach 45, Rabbit? Do you think we're gonna reach 45 monks? I don't know. I mean, it would be good. It would be awesome to reach 45 monks, but we'll see. But all those the Mug Club, one take. I don't like to edit it. It's just and so I wait until I know I'm ready, and that may take me an hour. It may take me an hour of finding little things to do, walk around, picking up stuff, doing maybe something else that I needed to do. Even though I'm prepared and I've got the character up and all that, I find other things to do so I can, because I'll know when I'm ready. I'll know when I'm ready, and then it's all right. Record, and I keep an eye on the time, and I just talk until it's either, most of the time, 5 minutes for those countdowns, 3 minutes for the countdown that Karen does. I just keep my eye on the clock as I'm rambling as that character, and it seems to work. Da, 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 da. Is that what we're doing? Is that what we're doing? Is it I write the songs, I write the songs? Is that I'm really stoned right now. I just want to mention. I want to get motivated on cartoon. The more I'm talking about it, the more I'm thinking about it, and the more I'm feeling that. Oh, I was reminded this morning, since it's a coffee show, right? Since it's a coffee show, uh, uh, those moments of failure, those moments of fun. I my grandpa and my grandma. Grandpa was the was here alone. Grandma had passed. He was on up there, and to make his coffee, he boiled water, and it was on top of crystals. That's how he was making his coffee. He always It was instant coffee, and he'd have several cups during the day. And whenever he would visit me, he would love the coffee that I would give him. Even though it was just Maxwell House, because it was better than what he was drinking. And and so I said, why don't you have a coffee maker? He said, well, it would take up counter space, and I don't have a lot of counter space. And it was this home. It was this home, which doesn't have a lot of counter space. And I said, well, I was young, young adult, and I said, hey, why don't I get you one that goes up under the counter? They have them that we can attach up here, and it will be great. I'm telling you, this is the way to do it. This is the way to do it. And So I went ahead and I just bought one, and I shut up. I said, I got you a coffee maker. Since it's just you, it would end up making half a pot or so. It was a smaller. It wasn't as big, but I get this under counter under cabinet mounted up there. I get it mounted up there. I get it. I told him this is going to be great. You are going to love this, and I get a pot started in the thing, and it's got the pause and pour feature. It's got the pause and pour feature. That is an important part to the story because I had not gotten all of the packaging, which this taught me a lesson to really anally go through and remove packing material and other things. The it's brewing. The pot is brewing, and nothing is coming through into the pot. And I'm sitting here looking at this, and he's waiting. He's standing there, and I'm saying, well, it's brewing. Hey, it's going to be good coffee. You're going to love this coffee. And it just continues to go. And I'm not seeing anything. And I'm looking, and it's like, oh, do we have a problem? And like a friggin' idiot, I'm easing. It's like, is there something blocking? Is there a rubber band here that I need to be able to get to? And I go to pull the basket, go to pull this basket thing out that is at this point, and I believe it's 190 degrees. I think ideal coffee brewing temperature is somewhere in the 190 degree area. From and this is from working at a gas station back at 19 or 20. That when the guy comes in and he's measuring, oh, why the coffee's bad, all this, but all this water, this not boiling but 190 fucking degree water in this basket of coffee grounds, which the coffee grounds a nice thing, they can stick to you. Everything comes out of this onto me. Everything out of this coffee maker, and onto the counter. Needless to say, it was not a moment that I impressed Grandpa. Grandpa did get a laugh out of it. It was definitely not a impressing him with anything, and I don't know that he ever used it. I don't know that he ever used it. I made coffee after. I made a cup after. Nothing was a bad burn. It hurt real bad, but I made a pot and it was good coffee. But I don't know that he. I think he just kept boiling water and pouring it into his cup, and he'd have his biscuit there. He'd have the saucer under the cup, all the coffee sitting there in the saucer, softening the biscuit as he's eating his biscuit. It was one of those. It was not a proud moment. It was one of those. Oh, this is just a mistake. This is a bad move. I like those moments in life. I like that. They give you. It's a great thing to happen. Something along those lines. It's realism. It's realism. There'd be more to animate. No, I gotta get into one of these cartoons. I gotta get moving on one of these cartoons. I need to put something together. I need to do some recording. I need a premise. I have a live action, but I kind of want to do the cartoon right now because I'm having to make do with this other puppet, this live action thing, and I just don't like that. I need to solve that issue and actually get the puppet I need before making do with what this is. I need to improve the situation. So I don't know if it'll be Eggplant. I don't know if it'll be Karen, Duga, Billy. Oh, Billy. I can't remember all the characters' names. But move forward on some of that and get something going with some comedy. I'm so inundated with, we have such a schedule with all of the shows and all of the hours and putting together the countdowns, putting together. If I had better equipment here that rendering didn't take the time that it did. If I had a second rendering machine, just that I could pawn off the renders that I need so I can go on, but I'll record the countdowns, for instance, character animator, which you can use for free. If you the Karen puppet, that's not my art. That's not anything I did. That comes with a Adobe Character Animator. I built that character. There's different body styles, colors, different stuff. There's so many puppet sets, and there's a starter mode out on Adobe, which you can use for free. You can't live stream with it unless you rig up something to capture the window using OBS and other things. But you can make recordings over there with the starter mode of Adobe Character Animator. That's what I use to do all these different things. And I'll record. It'll take 5 minutes to record the wizard. I'll have that. I choose to export through Media Encoder to a movie file. So I've got transparency behind it, a MOV QuickTime file, and it goes to do that, and that'll take 35 minutes. And I have to close the browser down. I have to close everything else down while that media encoder is running. Otherwise, it'll take close to an hour just for the 5-minute MOV file of one character that I'm going to have to pull into Premiere Pro with the backgrounds and other characters. So it's rendering eats up so much time on the machine, and when you do have a project, I try to do dishes during rendering. I try to find something else to do during rendering because it's so there is a lot of there's a lot of juggling, management of time and all that. Rabbit going into the lounge. I think this weed's good weed. You know, I'm at half that pinner. Or no, this wasn't. This was the good size one. I haven't even fully smoked 2 joints of this. I'm lighting this back up because I have half of it left. It's a fantastic buzz I've got. It's a fantastic buzz. I hope everybody out there's feeling good today. I'm feeling good. Why don't we make that our goal? Who can feel the best? I'm going to try to win. I'm going to try to win. I'm going to try to feel the best about the day. Now, I know people like Michael Songs. He can just hang out. He can just be, well, I am Michael Songs. I am the best dressed. And I know he will be. I am Michael Songs. I have some of the best songs written. And they are. So he can sit back. He can take the day off. In order to make this day to where I feel the best, I gotta work my ass off. I'm gonna have to work my ass off. YouTube SUX. I just can't, because I don't want to say it. You know, I don't want to, the algorithm's listening. Of course, if it's listening, it's smart enough to know what SUX means at the end of it. So, you know, I guess it's one of those. It's one of those, we'll see how it goes. I don't write. I just, in the moment, create. I don't, a lot of times, I don't write. I just, in the moment, create. My guy shows up today. My guy shows up this morning with this bag. And he says, I was gonna see if you want to listen to something, but you probably don't like rap music. And real quick, I said, I won the Illinois State competition for seatbelt safety song with a rap song in the early '80s, pre any other white rapper. I opened the doors for those. He laughed. He plays this song and it's some comedy rap. It was a real insult. I can't remember it. I don't think he told me who it was, or he may have, and I just didn't commit it to memory. I don't know, but he said, you wrote rap, and I went into the, come join the clique. I went into the song and everything, he was kind of fascinated and shocked that I had listened to rap, and I told him, I said there's a version of me singing, kind of, in a different way. I'm not doing a rap song, but I'm doing a cover of Grandmaster Flash, New York, New York. There's a cover of that on my videos page. The only reason I do things differently than the original, so that I don't get hit for copyrights real bad or anything along those lines. Sleep tuxedo. Oh, I totally believe you. The always standing, the you just impeccably dressed, always seen that way. Yeah, you're a guy that would have a sleep tuxedo, or at least a long nightshirt with a tuxedo on it. One of those like at the beach, like you can get for the at the beach where it's the body, that you're wanting to project underneath whatever it is you've got. I could see that. I could see that. Oh, there we go. There we go. I need to. I need to get in funny mode. I need to just. Oh, I need to create. I need to create a cartoon this morning. I need to work on a. Need to work on an animation, even if it's a. I'd put one out as a short, but YouTube hates all the animations I do. If I put a cat in a video, they'll throw it in front of 1,000 people. They'll throw it in front of 1,000 people. 400 or 1,500 people. 400 will end up watching. 400 or 500. It'll end up engaged views. I totally hate the way that they now show the stats, show the analytics for shorts. It makes me have to go into specific shorts, into areas, and decipher. I can't just see at a glance which one is the winner, which one is doing the best. I have to go into them now, and it adds a lot when you're putting out 6 shorts a day. I haven't put out a short in a couple of weeks. That's how busy all this other stuff is. I haven't been able to put a short out. All that has to change. Gary, all that has to change, Gary. Oh, all that has to change. Ah, there we go. A little bit of stretching, a little bit of swaying. Oh, this is really good weed. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say yes, this is really good weed. I don't know anything about it. I hope your weed is good today, America. Paul Harvey. Good day, Mr. and Mrs. America. Yeah, I had to listen to Paul Harvey in that kitchen. I would hear it coming out of that kitchen right there. This was my grandparents' house. And there was a radio in there. Grandma would be working in the kitchen doing dishes or whatever. And every day Paul Harvey would be on. And so I would hear Paul Harvey. This is Paul Harvey. Good day. Paul Harvey, a great voice. I thought he had a great voice. It was like, it was one of those I liked listening to that voice. And so I would imitate that voice. And Grandma would just sit there at the sink. I don't have a lot of memories of Grandma anywhere but near the sink of the kitchen. Oh, I do have one of my early memories. One of my early memories. I believe I was 3 or 4, and Grandma had taken the bucket. This was at the farm. I was staying this summer down with my grandparents. They would leave me with my grandparents for the summer, and I'm there, and Grandma had gone out to dump the kitchen scraps along this area where the dog would eat and other things along those lines. Right by they were at a dairy farm, right by the cow pasture. Well, apparently she slipped and broke her leg. my memories are of Grandma with the big slop bucket in her hand on the ground, in the kitchen on the linoleum. Grandpa just yelling, "Stay back, leave her alone." I'm 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 bound to just be crying. I have no I'm not aware of what I'm doing, other than I see Grandma pulling herself along on the floor, sliding her body. Grandpa's there, trying to help ease her in, and her leg is just broken. Her leg is just broken. Uh, yeah, I forgot about that. I forgot about that. That was but again, that was in the kitchen, just in a different house. So really, I saw Grandma a lot in kitchens. I saw Grandma a lot of my memories. She was always just working, doing something. But that day, and then I think she had a couple of weeks where she got to sit down because she had a broken leg. Mud Digger, cheers, Mud Digger. Kermit, said Kermit's middle finger. Cheers, cheers. She was she was awesome. She treated me like gold. I didn't realize till much later in life that Grandma was would talk about everybody. Grandma, I saw how she treated all the other cousins. I knew I was the oldest cousin. I was the oldest grandchild. So she treated me like gold. I was her oldest son's child, and she had two sons. She really loved my dad, and really didn't seem to give a fuck about my uncle, his brother, her son, because he was just like she would tell. I guess my dad. I didn't find this out till later in life. She would tell my dad, "Oh, he's just like your father. He's just like your father," and constantly talk about, "Oh, you can't trust your father. Oh, you can't. Oh, this and that." And Grandpa was all right. Grandma was the talking behind everybody's back. And my dad's the most dishonest. He truly is. And he's told me he just tells people what he thinks they want to hear. He's so dishonest. Uh, but Grandma was always great to me. But I'd see how she'd treat the other cousins and other grandchildren and all that other, and she was kind of mean. And now my sister is that way. Well, my sister's independent, and so my sister is now well, it's a destined to die alone with cats. Nobody. She is so mean and opinionated and has zero filter, and nobody will put up with her for long, which is so sad. And I've tried reaching out with the olive branch. Hey, there's no need to be all. No, it's always gonna go south. It's always gonna go south. Jimmy's random content. Cheers, Randy Cheen. What it do? What it do? Let me get this banner back up since we've got some other content creators in here. Everybody already knows. Everybody already knows. Hashtag awesome if you want to get your link dropped. Links dropped by Nightbot with hashtag awesome or whatever. I'm going to ask while there, I see some. Has anybody accidentally, or worse yet, on purpose, blocked somebody out here? I had Big Mo was blocked. Big Mo and AZ. And I don't know why Big Mo and AZ would be blocked on my channel. That concerns me. I need to keep an eye on, and this is something people people that give out wrenches. If you're giving out wrenches, realize that people can remove people that you might not want removed from your channel. People can go out to and do it after the show. They can block and remove because they're a standard moderator on your channel. They have powers to do that. So It's a good idea to, on a regular basis, go over to your settings, and then community and your block list, and see if anybody that shouldn't be in the block list has been added to the block list, because that's it happens. It happens, but not blocked. You're not blocked. You're here. If I had seen you, I'd have had to do something, right? It's like, oh, I gotta get him out of there. Yeah, I never know what's happening. I never know what's happening. You know, that's how I am. I unless it's, if it were an obvious thing, if it were an obvious thing, it's another reason. It's another reason that if there's other moderators, I don't even need to chat. I'll just lurk. I'll just lurk. Oh no, we would. Nobody wants to block you, Tim. You're awesome. Hope you and V are having a good one. Hope your day is going well. I have no idea what this weed is, but I've had 2 joints and I am ripped up right now. And these are small joints. I'm not smoking any large joints. Whew, but I am feeling it right now. I am loving life, and this coffee is tasting good. Coffee is tasting good. The world is ever changing, ever changing. I'm going to focus on some creativity today in this ever changing world. I may be inspired in another. See, I'd have to do it under another channel because it's so negative. And I can't. This is just about music, creativity, the fun of a cult, the fun of the cult of Wes, and the goofiness. Hey, let's all laugh at this. That's all I want, is people laughing, people feeling some sort of funny. And if I get involved, there's no. That's why I keep saying, let go of it all. Let go of it all. It's and it's happening all around us. It's just, oh. I'm gonna sit here and nothing ever changed. Well, back in the day, thousands of years, and nothing changed. You know, I blame the church for all those dark ages. All those, hey, let's burn these books. Hey, let's do this bad. Hey, these people, I think they're witches. Oh, who the fuck? That's man. And that's not that damn long ago, right? Fucking crazy world. But it's okay. You don't have to fret about what happens today. You don't have to give a fuck about what happens today, because AI is coming. AI is on the way. AI is the future. AI is going to take away a lot. AI is going to just make it a different world. Whatever's happening today isn't going to be happening when AI is here. AI is going to run things the way AI sees fit. That is truly one of those things. I've watched society change as technology, as the computer age. You know, the cars. With just now, and because of computers. You know, the flying cars, all the transportation of tomorrow. We're still just planes. All right, we're still we're still pushing air over wings. We're still doing kind of the same. We got rotors. We have these drones, which are very amazing and all that, but because of computers, because of the computer, it's been that area that it predicted the future, where the connection that everybody could have and all that. Tesla actually spoke of it with one day you'll have a device that'll fit in your pocket. that give you connection to everywhere you're connected. Oh, the perils that being connected mean. But it's hive mind kind of thing. It is one of those. I don't know. We're building that network. We're building the network so AI can be totally everywhere at once. And we all have cameras. We all have cameras and microphones. And the only one who can make sense of it all is AI. Without computers, how many people they're gonna look at? How many people are they actually? But computers tell them what to do. And I am banking on AI. I am banking on AI being the savior of tomorrow, being the eternal soul that continues on and does whatever needs to be done with this galaxy to then get the connections to the other galaxies. In this brain of a universe. The universe is a brain of another being. And we are, the galaxy is a neuron. And we are the worker parts in this neuron creating the other stuff. Being able to store data, being able to store waves, because everything's a wave. I still just totally think we're totally off on the concept of light. I just they're just way off. They're way off. The understanding of a photon, it's just not there. The understanding of a photon is not there. The brain does so many different things, and a lot of near death things like the tunnel and the other areas because of the areas of the brain affected by the lack of oxygen and the stop. And it's not actually lack of oxygen. We all hear we need oxygen to live, and it's not. It's a buildup of carbon. It's a buildup of carbon. Is everything just going slow now on my machine? It's oxygen is there to take all the carbon away. It's like carbon is our shit product, and oxygen is there to bind to all that excess carbon produced by whatever biological processes we have going on, and getting the carbon out of there. Because if the carbon builds up, you're done. So it's really the pulling of that, but it's I like DMT after death. I'm kind of clinging with that. This could be a simulation, all a simulation, all of it, all of it. Well, there you go. There you go. And you know, I feel bad. Don't worry, you will have a death experience. Those near death ones. That's got to be. Do not resuscitate. Do not resuscitate. It's it's the way it is. I'm not gonna be concerned. I'm not worried. Death is the earlier. I had a really bad fever for about 5 days, 4 days, spiking to 104 every 4 hours, like clockwork. I'm pretty sure it was encephalitis because it was going around down in Florida. The mosquitoes, and it was a problem, and that was the only thing. I'd had it for so many days that it was okay. I could go to the hospital, but all they're going to try to do is bring this core temperature down. I've got to. I felt like I was cooking my brain, and while this was happening, I truly didn't think I was going to make it. So there was a lot of acceptance of death, and then it was like a year later that we had the deal. It was right before a hurricane. My girlfriend's grandfather there in the home dying. Hospice situation right before a hurricane was coming. It was a crazy situation, but there was this total acceptance of the end, and so there's nothing to. And the weakest of people, the most scared of people, that everybody makes it through it. Everybody makes it through it. Why be? And it's inevitable, inevitable. So many people want to cling to a hope of whatever. I don't need to know. I don't need to know the answers. I don't need to. I don't need to know whether we're in a. I'm here to experience. I can tell that everything my body's made up of is some sort of wave detector, light waves, sound waves, which are just the vibrations. Everything's a vibration wave detector all over your body. This nervous system that I am. So I'm not. I'm just. I'm gonna feel. I'm gonna feel like. I'm gonna feel all right. Hydrastic plastic. Hydrastic plastic. Oh, there's a user called Drastic Plastic. I'm just reading the phrase hydrastic plastic. I'm so high, I'm reading that over and over. Drastic Plastic, welcome in. Welcome in. I apologize. I apologize. I have been enjoying my coffee here, my Maxwell House. These this is some superb herb, whatever this is that I used for my wake and bake. I wish I knew what it was. Oh, that I could speculate and head down so many roads on what that is, but I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters so much. I'm not. I don't think. I don't think it's healthy to fixate on. I think it's an interesting thing to think about. I the common shared DMT experience is the only thing that actually a lot of near death experience stuff that I hear, and then I hear the process of death in the body and in the brain, which can add a lot to that, and the release of DMT in the brain during death, and the shared experience, the commonality of the experiences of people that have used DMT, uh, ayahuasca. I should say the ayahuasca. That that tends to it almost is simulation. It almost is. If you watch the show Rick and Morty, is it Life of Roy? You go in and you're born. You live a life of this other person, and then you come out at this. It's a arcade. Blitzen Chips, I think, is the name of the arcade, and there's a line that Rick says to Morty, "Oh my God, you beat cancer and then went back to the carpet store? Who does that?" It was like, you learn nothing about live, carpe diem, all that other shit. Uh, and so it feels to me almost like that would make sense. That could be. I don't think. I think we're a cog in a the entire universe could be a brain. Like I was saying, we're understanding how to store waves, how to store images, because everything you see is a wave you're deciphering and you're putting into your head, and you're storing waves. You're storing all these different. Everything's a wave. Every sound you hear is a wave. Every sight you see is a wave. We digitize it on here because we have to find a way to store it at the data, and we're making it so that we're building that consciousness that's gonna be able to survive the ages, survive the destruction of our solar system when our star goes. How many can it have populated the galaxy? Understand space and the fluidity of space that I don't think anybody bothers to look at, and connect our neuron of a galaxy to the other neurons that are out there. If you watch neurons as they under a microscope as they connect and reach out to each other, it's fantasized. It's we were able to observe connections between different. There are connections between different galaxies. There are binding regions when it comes to different different. There's structure almost connecting some of these, and it's unknown what it is, and it shows up not necessarily on it's the absence of some light and stuff, and so you can see connections between different galaxies. We could totally be a freaking brain in something larger. It's that Horton Hears a Who. Because whatever it is, the multiverse with all of its bubbles and everything else, well, where is that located? Where's that? Where's that? Where's that? It's the Russian doll. There's always, infinities heading in so many different directions. Waves are the new electrons. Waves are everything. Waves are everything. Uh, I believe we don't understand because we talk about photons being a wave and a particle. And the wave propagates. Waves of light have to propagate. Uh, that photon did not exist. It's the photon does not exist. I think outside of there has to be a medium of space in which the waves propagate. The waves are propagating within this medium, and the photon has to exist at the moment it is actually realized by something, a product of the interaction of the wave with matter. But the photon is not in the wave. The photon, there's the interaction between the wave and matter has to be, or the wave, matter, and the medium, the fluid of space. If it were all an ocean, and in the depths 3D ocean, the water that the wave is coming through, the energy, whatever it is, that's where that photon is getting produced. I do not believe we have an understanding of the photon because of the way that things are spoken of. But that's another topic. That's another topic for another Wes, the thinking Wes in that way. Today I need to be cartoon Wes. I need to make funny. I need to make things funny. I need to go outside. I need to get some sun. I need to maybe take some film of the cats. Maybe do something along those lines. Shelly! Shelly! Peace and love, Shelly. I hope you're doing well. I hope everybody's doing well. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I was just trying to read chat. I'm sorry. I'm a little. I think I mentioned I'm a little inebriated. Things are going good. This is really good weed. I'm really enjoying the weed. The ramble, and I'm rambling. That's another part of it. The cartoon character of the universe. I think what I'm gonna do is Karen. Oh, I think this is what I'm gonna do because Karen is funny as hell, and Karen says terrible, terrible things, and she has opinions and things along those lines, and so I may do that. But will she foil a crime, or will she be but the perpetrator of a crime. Or maybe it's a dull day at home with the cat. I don't know. It's Karen. I don't know. It's Karen. Ramble up to noon with Wes and Chat. There you go. There you go. That's the way it works. You know, it's an hour and 6 minutes. I don't like to do these for too long. I could ramble forever, and rambling is not. Lord, I was born a rambling man, trying to make a living, doing the best I can. When it's time for leaving, I hope you'll understand. I was born a rambling man. Peace and love, everybody. Enjoy that day out there.
It's over now, it's over now. The Coffee with Wes stream is over now. It's over now, it's over now. Go and find something else to do.
Thank you for watching Coffee with Wes. Be sure to click that like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell to make sure you're here when Wes goes live.
It's over now, it's over now. Coffee with Wes stream is over now. It's over now, it's over now. Go and find something else to do. Go and find something else to do. Just go and find something else to do.
It's over. Go home.